What's up, bro? How you doing, man?
Good. How you doing?
Good, good. Just curious for your thoughts on the, the Showbox triple header last night. For getting right to it, the main event, K9 Bundrage stopped Cory Spinks in the rematch. What did you think?
I thought he did what he really had to do. He had been been off for a while. I hadn't really been getting the fights he wanted to get, and I'm happy for him because K9 is a good dude, and he was able to get the position where he could get some fights, and and I don't want to because you'd be given the opportunity for him. That was big. So, but seeing the guy, he's a good guy. So it's kind of hard to root against guys like that. Even though we're in the same weight, you want to see a guy like that do well, of course, unless I ever fight him then.
Okay.
All the good guy, shit kind of goes out of the window,
Right. Do you feel that Cory Spinks is kind of he's shot, spent a little bit, or I mean, what are your thoughts?
I don't want to say he's shot, but his best days may be behind him. Cory was a great champion. He was a good ambassador for the sport for a while, and I don't want to say he's shot, but when you think of Cory Spinks, you just may think his best days are behind him. So
okay,
Cory's a warrior, and he's the only one that knows his body. So I wish him best. Hopefully, he'll do what's best for him in his career and his family.
And on the undercard, that Cuban southpaw Erislandy Lara beat Freddy Hernandez. I heard you had said that Golden Boy or Mayweather Promotions had offered you the fight, but that Lara, they didn't want it. Is that true?
It's like this. Lara's a guy who likes to bitch and complain that Canelo Alvarez don't want to fight him, and that he deserves the fight, and this and that. In his eyes, he feels he deserves it. And, my eyes as a fan, because you got to realize, Chris, I don't hate on no man getting paid. It's a hard sport, so any man out making money my way or not, I'm never going to hate on him, but you got to understand boxing. I've been in this game, since I was 8 years old. I've been professional for, 12 years, so you got to understand the way the sport works now, and it's a business. Lara brings nothing to the table. He brings absolutely no fan base, no nothing. Fights don't get made because they're competitive now. It's a business, and you got to understand what makes business sense. And a fight with Lara doesn't make business because he couldn't even sell out in his home. He couldn't even sell out Cuba. And, not Cuba. He couldn't even sell out Miami. And that's where a lot of Cuban guys. He couldn't even fill out the arena in Las Vegas. He got a gift against Molina. His best fight was a rivalry against the great warrior Paul Williams. A lot of people feel like he won that fight, but the bottom line he lost. And now we're probably going to make up call for him getting a gift grab against Molina. And yes, I realized at the fight, Leonard Elby offered me the fight, and Golden Boy offered him the fight. Leonard brought the fight to my attention. I accepted the fight, and he said no. They felt like I brought nothing to the table. Well, I told him he don't bring nothing to the table when he fought. If Canelo Alvarez, he's bringing nothing to the table. The bottom line is he went and fought somebody he deemed was easier than me. Let's cut to the bullshit. Let's cut to the chase. He fought Freddy Hernandez got knocked out one round with Andre Doyle, I think it was. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was one round. And he deemed Freddy Hernandez approvable and acceptable because he felt like he was going to get in there and probably do the same. Well, he didn't do the same. The guy has been living off beating guys like Ronald Hearns and guys like that. And I felt like it was a great fight to be made. I felt like it was a good fight to be on Showtime. And Hernandez did rest on himself, but the bottom line is he lost like everybody thought they was going to lose. He did. And I felt like it was a good fight. It was offered to me for a reason. And he turned it down. And, we'll see what happens. I'm confident that Leonard Ellerby and Mayweather Promotions find me something. So we've been offered, a couple fights, and we all got offered another fight. I don't want to speak on it, but it just didn't make any sense the deal that we were being offered. So it didn't seem it was acceptable, so we didn't take that fight either. It just was crazy, and this is one fight that we felt was acceptable, and we accepted it because I don't feel like Lara can beat me. I just don't really feel like it's a lot of junior middleweights that can beat me, and at my weight, I just don't feel like it. And I wanted to go in there and show the world, and he's seen Lara's people seem like it. They didn't want to risk it. So don't get mad because Canelo Alvarez doesn't want to fight you. You bring nothing to the table, and he doesn't want to risk it. He doesn't want to go out and prove himself against basically a nobody. More people know me than they know Lara. But that tells you, I have a better chance of landing a Canelo fight than Lara has because Lara brings nothing to the table. At least I bring fan base to the table and I can fight. Lara brings nothing to the table.
All right, and just they're talking about Saul Alvarez. A lot of people want to fight him. The rumor is he might fight Carlos Quintana. He just stopped DeAndre Lattimore. I mean, what are your thoughts if that fight happens?
Listen, I think everybody's giving Canelo shit about, fighting this guy, fighting that guy, not fighting this guy. Listen, the guy went from Paul Williams from Paul Williams to James Kirkland to Victor Ortiz. You can't knock the guy for that lineup. You just can't. He started with Paul Williams. From Paul Williams, he went to James Kirkland. Kirkland didn't want it. It shows you what type of man Kirkland is. He didn't want it. This is another guy that brings nothing to the table outside of being a power puncher. Outside of being known in the boxing community, he brings nothing else to the table. Because when I say that, I say Canelo Alvarez is a star. You got to understand the politics of what this man brings to the table. He's a star in Mexico. He brings a lot to the table. This man is going to be headlining in the fight at the MGM. So James Kirkland could have positioned himself even more by beating him. Sometimes the money ain't going to be good up front. You beat Canelo, the money going to be better on the backside. So I think he outpositioned himself, outpriced himself. If that was the rumor, that's the rumor. If his shoulders hurt, then more power to him. But the rumor was he outpriced himself and wanted more money. Now, if that's the case, bad move. So you can't knock Canelo for that lineup. So if he ends up landing Quintana, hey, I really got no problem with it because he's trying, man. He tried. Those are three acceptable names. Maybe Victor Ortiz was a stretch, but nobody was saying that before Victor Ortiz fought Lopez. Now everybody was jumping out. Canelo just knocked him out. But I wasn't saying that when he made the Ortiz fight. I said more power to him. I thought it was a good fight. Ortiz had been in a war against Berto and pulled that out. He was, he got beat by Mayweather, but who doesn't get beat by Mayweather? And, I thought it was, I just thought maybe the fight was maybe too soon, and I was right. You never want to make fights when a guy has another fight he has to win, especially announce it to the public.
All right, and I know you and Peter Quillin have had some words on Twitter and stuff. I'm just curious, they're talking Peter Quillin might be fighting, the rumor is Marco Antonio Rubio on the Devin Alexander Randall Bailey undercard. What do you think of that fight?
But I don't think nothing to Peter Quillin.
Okay.
I mean, I have no comment on the guy. I wish the guy the best. I'm not even fighting in this weight at this particular time. That is probably the only fight I would take at middleweight, just because I really don't like him. So if he's fighting Rubio, more power to him. Having fun. Rubio just lost to Chavez Jr. It is what it is. I mean, not surprised at all. He says how great he want to be, how he wants to fight the best, and you go from fighting, Winky Wright to fighting Rubio. That's almost like fighting Winky Wright, honestly.
All right.
To me, you don't prove anything, but it is what it is. I really don't have a comment on the guy. More power to him.
All right, Ishe, man. I appreciate your honesty, bro. We'll be in touch, all right?
All right, thanks, Chris.
All right, peace.